Hi guys, today I'm diving right into why we experience healthy and unhealthy conflicts that may help us gain a conscious awareness about who we are. Sometimes we don't know ourselves. Sometimes we have the conflicts because there is an opportunity to evolve. There's an opportunity to learn. There's an opportunity to discover ourselves and discover areas of our lives that we are yet to tap into. And unhealthy conflicts happen when we're in that unhealthy place, while healthy conflicts happen when we're in a healthy place. Unhealthy conflicts occur in friendships, families, workplace, and on and on and on. And if we're not gaining a conscious awareness of these unhealthy patterns and unhealthy conflicts, we may end up becoming our own greatest enemy and also negatively impacting the lives of other people that we meet along the journey. Unhealthy conflicts arise when there is a something brewing within you, something bringing you an awakening, some unrestlessness, where you feel your thoughts are just coming up and oozing up, and the pain that you may have buried is also oozing up, and your emotions are just like rising, and you don't really know where it's coming from. And so what you try to do is, anyone who comes into your path has to deal with that unhealthy conflict that you're having with yourself, because you would end up projecting it on them. Let me give two examples. One of the workplace, because I have experienced this in the workplace in the past, and I continue to see it when I talk to potential clients and people that I mentor in life's journey. And when they talk about it, it just keeps reminding me of what I experienced in the past. And so I share this particular one to kind of help you out. Unhealthy conflicts in the workplace. That's example one. Example two is the relationship. In the workplace, it happens that someone comes in, someone new, you feel threatened within yourself, and you start to wrestle, always finding something against that person, especially when they're more knowledgeable than you. And what you tend to do is form an alliance with people that are also in a similar mindset with you. Or you start to people please the people that are more superior to you and try to badmouth the other person because you're having internal conflicts within you. You haven't made an attempt to have a conversation with the person to kind of learn from them, to see where their perspective is, but you feel unsafe within yourself. Not even with them, unsafe within yourself, because you're wrestling with your emotions. You feel threatened that this person is going to come and disrupt your territory that you've set up, because you have the cliques and you don't want this person to be part of the clique. And cliques are often sometimes based on people pleasing. And people pleasing is an unhealthy habit. And so what happens in that situation is you start to label the other person as bad, as difficult to work with. You just continue to label them. They're problematic. They will not agree to anything because you're trying to manipulate them, and your ego is just not allowing you to come to a humble place to have a conversation where you can learn from this person. And you have to understand that person has a purpose in your life. But if you're in an unhealthy place and you're having unhealthy conflicts, you will literally push that person away from being the one to help you gain a conscious awareness. Those are the people I call the purpose pushers in my book, Being Single. And so you look at it as, now I have to claim this territory. Now I have to take this. I see this person as a threat to me being able to, elevate myself, because they have more knowledge. They may be new, but they may be able to get to a higher place. I'm going to try and block them. But what you're doing is also creating an unhealthy, toxic work environment for other people that are there. But without you gaining a conscious awareness, you continue to go on with this pattern. Example two, the relationship. When you try to manipulate a partner in a relationship because you want to be in control, these unhealthy conflicts that you're having within yourself begin to show up. Your partner may have no clue what you're going through or why you're having all this restlessness within yourself, but something just stares within you, and you just have to disrupt the environment. And so your partner patiently either ignores or just goes silent And because they're silent, they may also experience abuse, because silence can sometimes result in abuse when you're not able to say anything. Your partner sees you as not good enough, finds faults in everything you do. You begin to walk on eggshells. And so when we have these unhealthy conflicts, it is not always about the other people. It is about ourselves. You have to come back home to yourself, sit with yourself, reason, and figure out what is stirring up all this negative energy within you. What is making you feel unsafe within yourself? What are these emotions? Journal them down and begin to examine them, sit with them, gain a conscious awareness, because if you don't, you will discover unhealthy behaviors that you will continue to manifest in your life, and you will push good people away from yourself without realizing you're your own greatest enemy. So now that I've talked about the unhealthy one, let's focus on how to turn this unhealthy into healthy conflicts. Healthy conflicts come as a disagreement where you have a discussion and you come to a mutual understanding, and then you disagree to agree until you find a resolution. That is healthy conflicts, and that's good to have, because what you discover in healthy conflicts is you're able to gain a different perspective from the other person's viewpoint, and you're able to reason with the other person, and you're able to think before you act and reason before you react, which is a quote from my book, Beyond the Pain. And so one of the things you discover is the more you're able to reason than react, the more you're able to gain an understanding and learn something new and gain some wisdom and knowledge that you can apply to your own personal life or professional life. Healthy conversations in the workplace involve discussions where you and your manager or a team member sit down together, figure things out, and you may disagree, but then you all come to a resolution and find a solution or courses of actions that you all can take as a group. In a relationship, on the other hand, it happens that you and your partner have a discussion. You don't talk about them, you talk with them. That's the difference between unhealthy. Unhealthy, you talk about people. Healthy, you talk with the people. And so you're able to communicate and resolve before it explodes within, or before you keep these things inside and they brew up later on, because they're bringing you a conscious awareness and they're causing triggers. And I shared yesterday a quote saying that triggers are opportunities for us to find areas of our lives that we're yet to tap into. And so if you find yourself becoming triggered, if you find yourself becoming resentful, if you find yourself becoming anger, those come from unhealthy internal conflicts, because you're being awakened to consciously become aware of your unhealthy patterns and habits that have become a lifestyle, and you're being consciously awakened to learn a lesson so that you can grow, evolve in your own journey and gain a new perspective and understanding of who you are. So focus more on trying to have healthy conflicts. Whenever you have unhealthy conflicts, do these 3 things. Journal down what your thoughts are in that moment. As you journal down your thoughts, examine them. Are they true? If they're not true, how come you're creating stories around them? These stories, how can you eliminate what is not true from what you're creating within yourself? The second thing is examine the emotions. Give it a name. What is behind the emotion? What is the fear behind the emotion? What is the ego trying to take you away from learning so that you can evolve in your life? As you do these things, you're helping yourself learn healthy ways to do things than unhealthy ways where you're going to continue to fight yourself internally. You give yourself insomnia. You create enmity by trying to go to other people and make them buy into the internal conflict that you're having. You're projecting negativity on other people who have done you nothing but try to help you out or bring you a conscious awareness. So the last thing is to ask for forgiveness. This is the most difficult one that you would have to do. Once you gain the awareness by examining your thoughts and sitting with your emotions, ask for forgiveness. Have a conversation with the other person. Explain to them, I discovered this while I was introspecting, and I'm sorry if it came across wrongly. And I just want us to make ways. That way you're rebuilding the relationship, you're rebuilding the trust, you're trying to also forgive yourself for not knowing better, and then healing from that place on and building healthier relationships going forward. Because the more you gain this awareness, the more you'll move towards healthy, the more you'll be able to build healthy relationship with other people, and the more you will stop being your own blessing broker and enemy in life's journey while you're still living and breathing. Remember to never stop loving while living. When you stop loving, you stop living. When you stop living, it means it's time to go back to the maker. But while you're still here, focus on healthy conflicts that help you move forward, not take you 10 steps back. Until next time, take good care. God bless. Bye-bye.